What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be covering the best competitive settings for Valorant guys. It includes the whole settings, everything you need to know to make you one tap people and do rotates very easily. So let's get right into it guys. So let's first go over the general tab, right? You want to keep the enemy highlight color in yellow protanopia because it really helps the enemies to stand out in any background they are, so you know they're standing there and they don't blend in, so you can kill them easily, if you know what I mean. And map, so what you want to keep it on is fixed so that you won't confuse it easily, because if you rotate, right, it'll keep changing every time you move, so it will confuse you very easily. So just keep it on fixed and fixed orientation based on sight, and make sure to keep it player center on so that you know where you are easily. Minimap size and minimap zone is mostly personal preference, but I would just keep it on 0.95 and zoom on 1. Minimap vision cones, keep it on. Show map region names and always on, because it helps you do callouts very easily. So that's good. And everything else I think is just personal preference. Yeah. Except don't keep show always sorry, don't keep player loadouts always visible, because that's just populating the screen with information you don't need during the game. So next up is Crosshair guys. So this is my Crosshair as my profile. I link down the profile code down below, and you can copy it, and if you want to put it into your game, just put import profile code and paste the code. Okay, so this crosshair is very helpful because it's, as you can notice, it is very small, so it's easier to headshot people with this. When you have a huge crosshair, you don't know where you're shooting exactly, so you might do body shot or you might even miss the person completely. So a small crosshair is godly in this game guys, and it doesn't move when you move, so you can always know where your bullets are gonna go. I'll link this down below guys once again so you can export it in. Next up is video guys. So display mode, resolution mode, everything is totally based on your monitor. If you have NVIDIA reflex low latency, keep it on plus boost, and keep all of this off, and whatever your refresh rate of the monitor is or whatever FPS you're achieving as an average, keep the max FPS as that. The refresh rate of my monitor is 75, so I kept it as 80, so that it is smooth, consistent. Next up is graphics quality guys. Now multi-threaded rendering, you definitely want to keep that on, because it makes the renders easier, it puts less load on your CPU and GPU, therefore giving more frames. And you want the material quality, texture, detail, UI, etc. is totally up to you. But I would suggest keeping material, texture, and detail on medium and UI on high. The medium to high, there's not much of a difference except in UI. Okay, so just keep the everything in medium except UI. Keep that on high. Ignite VSync, keep it off, and the aliasing, I would suggest keeping it none if you have a really low performing PC. I don't have I have a good PC, so I keep it on FXXA. Don't keep it on MSA at all, because FXXA is much more uh, less resource intensive. And this topic filter, keep it on 16x, make everything much clearer. There won't be much of a noticeable difference, but in long distances you can see the enemies much more clearer. Improve clarity and experimental sharpening off. Bloom, distortion, and cast shadows on, make the enemies much more visible. Stats, it's up to you, but I would suggest keeping on network, RTT, and current FPS on. Next up is audio guys. So here, all of this, all the volume controls is up to you, but make sure to keep speaker configuration on stereo and enable HRTF. What HRTF is, basically gives you surround sound, 3D sound, so it helps you locate footsteps and noises very easily. When you hear a noise, you won't just be hearing on both speakers, you hear exactly where it is coming from. Voice chat or voice chat, voice over, all your total preferences. So that's it for best Valorant competitive setting guys, and I'll be dropping more videos soon. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe.